Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to part one of canning onion stock or vegetable stock. So behind me, I have my Ball electric canner, but we're not canning anything in it today. What we're actually doing is making a onion stock, or you could do vegetable stock. So everything I'm doing today, you could add carrots and celery to and make just a basic vegetable stock. I like the onion stock flavor, and I have none on my pantry shelf. And I want to give credit. I learned this from the Needy Homesteader. So if you've never visited her channel, she is an amazing bread maker, amazing canner, and has some really clear and interesting videos. So into the stock pot, I do have one Vidalia onion that was sort of towards its end, but still good. So I cut off the parts I didn't want to use. And I hope I can lift this up without having onions galore, onions overboard. So these are actually onions that I grew organically in my garden. They're pretty small. They're yellow onions, but they're pretty pungent. And I have left the skins on, but you'll notice I've cut the ends off. So the little root ball end, a lot of people put it right in their stock. I personally do not feel I can get all the dirt out, and I really don't want dirt in my food. So I have washed these really well, but the skins are still on. The smaller onions that are yay size, I will just put in there whole. So anything I would say like quarter size, I'll just put in there whole. Anything larger than a quarter, I'm just simply going to cut them in two. And as I said, skin and all can go in, because when we get ready to can this, we will be straining it through some cheesecloth. So any of that skin or pieces of onion will not be in our final stock. So you have a beautiful clear stock. Sorry to make the faces while I cut the onions, but let me finish these up right quick. I should have probably had them cut before we started. So what else can you add in here? I would say any vegetable that you would normally associate with a vegetable stock is fine to put in there. I personally just wanted the onion this time, but I do want to flavor it up. So I have some black peppercorns, and I'm going to put a tablespoon in. And this does add a really nice flavor to your stock. To that, and you certainly do not have to use pickling and canning salt, but I do recommend that you use non-iodized salt. So whether that's kosher salt, Himalayan salt, there's a lot of options nowadays for salts that are non-iodized. So I'm adding about a tablespoon here. So why non-iodized? The iodized salt has an additive to help prevent clumping. So that can sometimes form a sediment in your canned products. So you want to avoid that. And then I am going to put ground turmeric in here. Not only does turmeric add a beautiful color to your stock, I'm sure you've all heard of the anti-inflammatory benefits of using turmeric. So I'm going to be generous. My cute little tablespoon will not fit in there. So let's get out the old standby tablespoon. I'm going to put a couple tablespoons, generous tablespoons, into my stock. So as I've discussed in previous videos, and I try not to dwell on my health because that's not what my channel is about, I do have psoriatic arthritis and systemic lupus. So having those inflammatory type conditions, certainly you can take prescribed medication, but anything on the natural side that I can do to help my body stay healthy and enable me to do all of the projects and fun things that I like to do, I'm willing to try it. So you can take that turmeric here. You can put it, some people put it into the little gelatin capsules, take it. So far, I'm trying just to consume it, not to take it capsule form. So I'm gonna stir this right quick, and then I'll show you what it looks like. I have a knack for forgetting to get different things out. Oh my word, it smells so good already. So, here you go. Beautiful golden onion stock. Now I have the canner right now on high. If you don't, oh goodness, y'all are falling over. If you wouldn't happen to have, there we go. If you don't happen to have an electric canner, you can do this in a stock pot on your stove. You can do this in a crock pot. I'm using this, A, because it's convenient, but also because of the volume. I want to be able to do 7 quarts and at least 8 pints. I like having the smaller amount, but when I'm not making great big meals that require the broth. So we'll put a lid on it. And again, Ball Fresh Tech electric canner. I will tell you right now, it has been in and out of stock on Amazon. I've checked a couple times. If it is available, I'll try to post the link in the description box. But again, I have a feeling they're back out of stock. And this year has been very difficult to find canning lids, canning jars, pressure canners, and of course, devices like the Ball electric canner. So I'm gonna bring this up to a boil, to high, then I'm gonna turn it to low, and I'm gonna let it sit. And this is going to actually cook about 36 hours. So I'm going to try to do my canning, today is Sunday, on Tuesday, so that I can get all of that heat in and out of the house before the heat wave that is forecast for Wednesday hits. So this will just hang out on my countertop. It is kind of large. It's probably not the best place in the whole kitchen to put it, but it's quite heavy once you load it up with water. And I like the spout over by the sink because we're actually gonna fill our jars right from that spout. So stay tuned for part 2, and we'll learn all about pressure canning. Take care.